A U.S. defense contractor just sold American hacking tools to Russia for cryptocurrency, and millions of devices are now vulnerable. Here's what happened. Peter Williams, the 39-year-old former general manager of Trenchant, a specialized cybersecurity unit of L3 Harris, was sentenced Tuesday to 87 months in federal prison. That's over 7 years in federal prison for selling 0 days. Between 2022 and 2025, Williams stole at least 8 protected 0-day exploits intended exclusively for the U.S. government and Five Eyes intelligence partners. He sold them to Operation Zero, a Russian exploit broker that advertises itself as a reseller of hacking tools to non-NATO buyers. Now, according to prosecutors, Williams used a portable external hard drive to transfer the exploits out of secure networks at Trenchant's offices in Sydney and Washington, D.C., then sent the stolen tools to the broker via encrypted channels. He received $1.3 million in cryptocurrency for the 8 0 days. The theft caused $35 million in losses to L3 Harris, and prosecutors say the stolen tools could have enabled access to millions of devices worldwide. U.S. District Judge Lauren Ali Khan sentenced Williams on Tuesday and ordered him to forfeit the $1.3 million in cryptocurrency, a house, and various luxury goods. U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro said Williams' crime is not only theft, but a crime of national security, stating that our nation's defense capabilities are not commodities to be auctioned off. The U.S. Treasury Department also announced sanctions Tuesday against Operation Zero and its owner. Moving on to our next story. Attention unemployed software developers. Microsoft just exposed a coordinated campaign targeting software developers looking for work. Microsoft's Defender team discovered a coordinated campaign targeting software developers through malicious repositories posing as legitimate Next.js projects and technical assessment materials, including recruiting coding tests. The attacker's goal is remote code execution on developers' machines, data exfiltration, and introducing additional payloads on compromised systems. Attackers created fake web app projects built with Next.js and disguised them as coding projects to share with developers during job interviews or technical assessments. Microsoft initially identified a repository on Bitbucket, but discovered multiple repositories sharing code structure, loader logic, and naming patterns. When the targets clone the repository and open it locally, they trigger this malicious JavaScript that executes automatically when launching the app. The script downloads a JavaScript backdoor from the attacker's server, then executes it directly in memory within the running node.js process. The payload performs reconnaissance by profiling the host, registers with command and control servers, checks for tasks, and then executes them in JavaScript memory, and then also supports file enumeration and staged file exfiltration. GitLab says it has banned 131 unique accounts engaged in distributing this malicious code project. So, my advice to you out there looking for work and taking these recruiting tests: first, enforce VS Code Workspace Trust so you get prompted before trusting code in a new folder. You'll also want to block JavaScript and VBScript from launching from downloaded executable content, and definitely block the execution of potentially obfuscated scripts as well. All of these directly target this attack chain where malicious JS auto executes when you run a cloned repo. And last, you want to minimize the secrets stored on the developer endpoints, because once they're in, they're going after your credentials, API keys, and anything else that they can exfiltrate. All right, on to our last story. 27 seconds. That's how fast hackers can now move from one compromised system to another. Pretty impressive, right? Yeah, so CrowdStrike just released their 2026 Global Threat Report, and then the report is echoing the obvious fact that AI is accelerating adversaries and expanding the attack surface. The average breakout time, the period between initial access to lateral movement onto another system, fell from 48 minutes in 2024 to just 29 minutes in 2025, meaning attackers are moving at a 65% faster rate than they were just a year ago. But check this one out. The fastest observed breakout occurred in only 27 seconds. 27 seconds from initial compromise to pivoting into another system. In another case, data exfiltration began within 4 minutes of initial access. 4 minutes, and your data is already walking out the door. And it's not just speed. AI is both a weapon and a target here. Recently, adversaries injected malicious prompts into Gen AI tools at more than 90 different organizations to steal credentials and cryptocurrency. And you just got to face it, folks. Prompts are the new malware. Oh, and also, don't forget, nation states are fully adopting AI in their attacks. Don't believe me? Well, Russia's Fancy Bear deployed LLM-enabled malware to automate reconnaissance. North Korea's used AI-generated personas to scale insider operations. And also, let's not forget North Korea's $1.46 billion cryptocurrency theft, the largest single financial heist ever reported, all done using AI. In addition to AI being used in all these cases, threat actors were observed using valid credentials, trusted identity flows, approved SaaS integrations, and inherited software supply chains to do their dirty work. Simply put, threat actors aren't kicking down the door anymore. They're just walking in with a badge like they own the place. This, folks, is an AI arms race, and security teams need to move faster than ever to keep up with the adversaries. Well, that about wraps up today's stories. This is Andy Thompson signing off.